Camera roll, light check. Sound check. Intro, start on 2. 1, 2. Welcome to Knightline with your host Jerry Middleton and analyst Rick Fletcher. Knightline is filmed on the campus of Northeastern High School. Let's join Jerry and Rick in the West Wing for tonight's show. Welcome to Knightline. I'm Jerry Middleton, and joining me as usual is analyst Rick Fletcher. Rick, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. The weather's fabulous. It's sunny out. It's warm. Summer's hanging on. How can you not be doing great? It's an awesome day today.
Well, it's also another awesome day, historic moment.
Yeah.
In our broadcasting here. This is the last show that we're going to be recording for Knightline as we go live September the 5th.
Yeah. We'll see how it works out. So we got a detail or two to work out, but we'll get those things ironed out. We're looking forward to it, Jerry. I think we're going to try some new things. We'll see what happens, but it'll be a lot of fun. You can tune in to YouTube. Just search Northeastern Live Stream.
Yep.
That's where we'll be there. Or Facebook, the same thing. So that's where we're going to be.
Well, it's going to be great. I want to say that. We're going to have a great time with it.
Yeah.
And we're going to be going for 1 hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not like these recordings have been going but 45 minutes lately.
We've had a lot going on.
Just so much going on.
Yeah.
And so with that in mind, let's head out to old Scotland, out to the links.
Oh, a lot of fun with girls golf this week.
It was fun.
It was a lot of fun. You and I happened to be out at Highland Lakes yesterday for the Wayne County Tourney. And it was fun. It was exciting, Jerry. I mean, as the girls came in and posted their scores, you and I were looking at the board and trying to figure out who's went in and who's out. But first, before we discuss that, let's kind of recap what happened this week in girls golf because they had another match.
Oh, yes.
They had a four-way over at Eastern Hancock, and they won that four-way. So congratulations to them. Who was the high scorer there? That would have been Zoe Clark. She shot a 45.
Zoe Klein.
Excuse me, Zoe Klein. I'm sorry. Zoe shot a 45, and Bailey Whistler shot a 46. And the Knights happened to win. They won that four-way match, and they're having a good season. They really are.
They're having a fantastic season right now. I mean, there's just so many things going right, and it's just not one person, that's the medalist, we'll say.
Right.
Coming in first, and spots 3 and 4 are coming in and really producing. So it's doing a great season for them.
Well, what I've learned about girls golf, from knowing nothing to learning how it goes, is it's really those 3 and 4 spots is where the matches are determined. Okay, your 1 and 2s are going to be very consistent, and probably pretty consistent with the other 1s and 2s.
Yeah, I mean that's what we noticed at the Wayne County was that everything come down to like 3s and 4s and the 5s.
Yeah,
and that's where the separation happened, or
tightness
happened.
Yeah, that's where it's, at least in our experience, that's where you're winning these matches. Okay, and that's where you get separation, is those 3, 4, and 5 slots in your lineup. And it's kind of fun. I had a lot of fun out there at Highland Lake, just coming in observing, and first time I've ever been. So this is the Wayne County Tourney. So we had a chat mid tournament, okay, with Bailey Whistler, and she was walking around the clubhouse. She was kind of nervous because she just posted a really good score, and it was really close with the number 1 from Centerville. They were neck and neck,
and she just eagled 17
to shoot ahead.
The shoot ahead, she thought or she hoped.
Yeah,
and so the scores came in, and she didn't quite know where she was,
And she was a bit nervous and apprehensive.
She was nervous. She was nervous for herself, for her team, because this was a close match.
It was close.
We're going to talk about the match in a little bit here, but let's go see what Bailey. Now, remember, setting the scene, the tournament's still going on. There are players on the course. Bailey had finished, in her group. They've already finished. I think the first couple groups had already finished. So the match was not determined yet. So let's go to Bailey and see what she had to say.
Sounds good.
Hi, this is Rick Fletcher, and I'm at Highland Lakes, and we are in the middle of the Wayne County Tournament, and I'm here with Bailey Whistler. Bailey just finished. How'd you do in your round today, Bailey?
I played pretty solid, not too bad. I beat my girls, so it's a good day.
All right, you got to give us a score. What'd you shoot?
84.
84? That's a good score, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right, so you're sweating it out right now.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed you out. You just kind of prancing around here. So what are our thoughts as a team?
I'm just hoping that the other girls can finish strong and we can pull this one out.
All right, well, thanks. Good luck. We'll wait for the results. Back to you guys in the studio.
Welcome back to Knightline. And, Rick, I don't know why Bailey was even sweating it because, it's only one stroke.
First of all, let me say something about Bailey. I love that. I love Bailey, okay? She's not 6'2", 180 pounds of muscle. She is not very big, all right? But whether it's golf or softball, she's a scrapper.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I describe her as. So she is my kind of player, no matter if she's out shooting golf or playing softball. I love to watch her play. So she ended up winning the tournament. So she was the medalist.
Right.
Okay? By one stroke.
By one stroke.
And that was indication of things to come for the whole tournament.
Yes.
It was very close, Jerry. Very close.
So what scores did our girls have?
All right. So I can give you a few scores here. Let me check my cheat sheet here. So Bailey shot an 84. That's a great score.
That's a great score.
Okay. Zoe Klein was 92, and Lauren Lacey shot a 93. So they were right neck and neck. Okay. Now Ava Bales was also in the tournament. There was only 4 per team that they were counting for the score. I don't know exactly what Ava shot. I can't remember. I'm thinking in the 103
Yeah,
range.
it's like 103,
something like that. Which for her is what you're seeing is a lot of improvement.
A lot of improvement.
So, good for the girls. Now, it was exciting because we were posting the team scores now. It was between Centerville and Northeastern.
Yep.
Right to the final score posting. Unfortunately for the Knights, they lost by a stroke.
One stroke.
And I was talking to all the girls after, and they're all saying, "Oh, if I just did this, there's always a stroke or two out on the course that you say if you just did something differently, you're leaving something out there." And but good showing for them.
Yeah, it was. It was a good showing. It was a good competition. And you know what? The one thing that was really cool I noticed was all the girls on all the teams was all sitting in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
They were all waiting around to see what was going on. And when the team won and the medalists got their medals
Round
and
of
all
applause.
that, everybody was a round of applause. It was really nice to see the kids all get along like that.
It was the coaches, the parents, and the players. It was really a great festive atmosphere.
Yeah.
I think maybe they all went out to Frickers afterwards together. Let's see. Well, I don't know if that's true, but it really is a lot of camaraderie amongst the players on the team, between the teams, the coaches, the parents, because, they see each other out there. They're always competing. So that was a lot of fun. Congratulations to Centerville for winning, but congratulations to our girls. They did an excellent job. You had an opportunity to speak to Coach Brielle Whistler.
Yes, I did, in front of the Highland Lakes golf. It looked like we were at the Masters or the Memorial or something. And so we had a chance. I had a chance to talk to him. It was a couple minutes. Let's just watch that right now.
Let's go to it.
Welcome to Highland Golf Course for the First Financial Bank Coaches Comments, brought to you by Beth Beatty. And with me today is head girls golf coach, Mr. Brian Whistler. Brian, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Jerry?
Well, a good day and a tough day.
Right.
Bailey, your daughter, wins by 1 stroke.
Yep.
And then on the flip side, the team lost to County by 1 stroke.
Yeah, and each of the girls are taking blame for the 1 stroke, but I told each of them there's strokes on each hole that each of them could have probably be to blame for, but nobody's to blame. They came out and shot a 379. I can't be mad at that.
Well, we all know it's the coach's fault anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah, 379. That's pretty good. This is the first time I'd been out here for a golf meet, and you know what? It was really quite interesting. It really was, and you know, we need to get some of our Knight Nation out here and watch a little bit of this. It was fun.
Rent a cart, come right around, watch the girls play golf. That's the name of the game.
Well, it's always a great time out here. It's a beautiful day. And now the next big meet is going to be the TEC, which we're hosting here on, I think that's September the 10th.
Yep.
And that's 11 teams coming in, so it's going to be roughly 55 golfers. And it should be a wild, wild day, I'm sure.
Yeah, we're just glad this year that it's going to be on our home course because these girls, they practice out here every day. So it gives us a little bit of an advantage. But, you know, going against Centerville, it's their home course as well. So I mean, it should be fun. We're going to get them next time.
Well, Brian, thanks for joining us on the First Financial Bank Coaches Comment Show, brought to you by Beth Beatty. Back to you guys in the studio. Well, welcome back to Knightline. And Rick, you know, Coach Whistler, he talked about, again, that all the girls were talking about, you know, it was they left a stroke here, left a stroke there. And I told him, I said, obviously it's the coach's fault. and of course, you get a chuckle out of that. But it was such a good, he's so positive with the girls and so forth. And I think sometimes, you know, in golf, it's easy to get yourself down because it's sort of a one-on-one sport, but yet it's a team sport.
Yeah. And, you know, congratulations to Brian. He's doing a great job.
He's doing a great job with them.
You can see when you go out there and you're amongst the team, they're enjoying themselves. There's a lot of camaraderie, and it's amazing to see. I'm really enjoying that. This is the second time I've been out to the course. We also had some video with Lauren and Ava Bales.
Oh yeah.
We're not going to be able to run that today because of technical difficulties, but that we are going to put that on our next Knightline, which will be our live stream. We're going to get them on there because it was a lot of fun, you know, just to get the kids on. But congratulations to the girls. It's a lot of fun for you and I to be out there and be a very small part of that. Great to see everybody. Great to see everybody. If you have a chance, the TEC tournament. Now, this is going to be a big tournament.
All 11 teams are there.
Yeah.
So you're figuring 5 girls per team, so it's going to be 55 golfers out on the course.
And that'll be a home course for us.
Yeah, also for Centerville, too.
Is it us? Are we the host school?
We're the host school, yes.
All right, so that's September 10th. That's on a Saturday, so get out there if you get a chance. It's a lot of fun. You and I are kind of dreaming, going back and forth about maybe live streaming something. Who knows?
I've been working, Rick.
Yeah.
Here's a putt on the 18th green. It's a little left to the right break.
Yeah. So who knows? If we can pull it off, you know you and I are going to be there. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
We'll see what happens.
So that starts at 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
It's free to the public.
Yeah.
And if you like golf, it's a fun time.
It's a lot of fun. You get to go out. I think they'll let you use a cart or rent a cart.
You can rent a cart.
Rent a cart if you want.
Yeah.
I don't think it's all that much,
No,
really.
no, it's not very much.
So you get to, you know, that would be my speed,
Yeah.
renting a cart. But if you get a chance, show up, give them some support, and really give all the girls support from all the teams, because there is really that camaraderie amongst all the people competing and the coaches. It's a lot of fun. So that's girls golf. We had a lot to say about it today, and we'll probably have more to say down the road. So I think right now, Jerry, we have to say go to a commercial.
We got to pay the bills.
Pay the bills. We want to thank our gold level sponsors.
Yep.
And so let's hear from one of them right now.
You've had a hard day at work, and all you want to do is sit in your lounge chair in the nice cool air? Then it hits. The AC's not working. The living room feels like the Sahara Desert. Call Reynolds Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. In just a short time, it'll be nice and cool. And then all you'll need is a sign that says, "No penguins allowed." Call 765-966-0994. Reynolds Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Proud sponsors of the Knights. Welcome back to Knightline. And Rick, I think we're going to head to what I think is one of the most grueling sports there possibly is. That's running from mountain lions, cross country.
Cross country. It's a 3.1 mile 5K. Sometimes uphill, Jerry, I think. I don't think these are flat courses they're out there running.
Well, it's just like when I used to go to school. It was uphill both ways. There was never any downhill grade. But the cross country team, the girls are picking it up.
Cross country is a success story here and at this school. All right, the girls, they're really doing well here. So they had a meet down at Rushville, the Rushville Invite. These are all invites. That means you go to their place, and you got a lot of teams. So on the girls' side, now how scoring works for cross country is you got to have 5 runners. So if you don't have 5 runners, you can still run, and the individuals' times do count, and you can finish where you finish, but you can't score as a team. Okay? So in the girls' side, there were 8 scoring teams, and our girls finished 3rd. That's a tremendous accomplishment.
Considering that we didn't have runners 4, 5, or 6 like we do this year. Last year.
Yes, last year we didn't have enough.
Yeah,
we were one of those schools that you only had 4 runners and you need 5. But let's see who finished. Marissa Cates. We know Marissa. She finished 2nd. She's having a great year. As expected. This is what you expect from her. Gracie Green. She's only a freshman.
I'll tell you what, Gracie Green is really coming on. Very impressed with her.
Yeah, she finished 9th, and she had a personal record too. Heather Crow finished 22nd. That's a good showing for Heather. Also participating were Justice Slick, Daisy Spence, and Sam Wallen. Right. So there's your girls' team right there. Congratulations to them. They finished 3rd out of 8 teams, and they're improving.
Yes, they are. They're getting better every week. You're starting to get a couple of the girls who are getting in a little more into running shape.
Yeah.
From other sports that they played during the summer, which is not distance. It's
right.
Short bursts and stuff like that. But yeah, they're doing great, and Coach Hotstetler and Coach Dolan are doing a fantastic job.
With cross country, you don't just get up off the couch and go out and compete. There's a lot of work that goes, just like any other sport. Let's talk about the boys.
Now the boys stood atop the podium.
Yeah,
not just one of them, but I think 2 of them got up there.
Well, first of all, they won, and I think I saw a number by 67 points. Not familiar with scoring, but that sounds like a blowout to me.
That's a bunch.
Yeah, they were first out of 12 teams. Okay, so they had 12 teams competing, 12 times 5. You do the math. Luby's not here today, so he can't help us out with that, but that sounds like at least 60 runners. All right, so here's a name you're going to hear all year, and we've heard all year, Chase Cates. He was number 1.
On top of the podium.
All right, Mason Mull. Number 3, 4/10 of a second from the number 2 spot. So we were very close to getting number 1 and 2 in the podium.
On the right side of the podium.
Yeah, so Logan Smith was number 4.
Now, Logan came out of nowhere for yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, he got something going because, that was, I think that might have been I'll say, a mild surprise.
Well, apparently he had a personal record too for
Yeah.
himself. So congratulations to him. Nolan Drake apparently wasn't feeling all that great, but he still felt good enough to finish 8th. So congratulations to him.
That's a good day.
Grant Luby was 12th,
Good.
and Bryston McFarland was 15. So out of the first top 15, Northeastern had the top 6. We've seen that. There's kind of a theme going on here. I think we're pretty good on the boys' side.
I think the boys are looking good, and I think, barring sickness, injury, and stuff like that, the boys might make a legitimate run here this year.
Well, we'll look forward to that.
Yeah.
Now, here's the problem with cross country. There are no home meets.
No.
Okay? I would love to get some video, like we post these videos with girls golf that we've done. We do it with football. We've done it with volleyball. I would love to do that on a cross country meet for girls and boys. Get somebody on there. But we can't be there all the time.
And it doesn't have to be an interview.
No,
it could be just
showing the end, showing the beginning, when they come across the finish line, showing Chase Cates coming across the finish line.
A 15-second video, something like that, and just upload it, shoot me an email and send it to me, and I'll put my email address on the bottom here.
Yeah.
And be jmiddleton at nws.k12.in.us.
There it is. He'll put the. I'm not going to remember that.
See, it's right here.
So, point is, if you're a parent and you go to these things, which I'm sure you do, there's a nice fraternity there.
There is.
I mean, track and cross country, you got a school, inter-school fraternity. Everybody's got an iPhone or an iPad. All right, all the kids have iPads. Just get out there with your iPad and get us some video. We want it and we want to shoot it. So let's do that, and let's get that video on there, because it's difficult for us to get out there.
Yeah.
So if you could do that, that would be fabulous. So Jerry, I think we got to pay some more bills here.
Oh, I love paying bills.
So we're going to hear from one of our gold level sponsors. We appreciate all our sponsors.
Yep.
It really is. We've been able to do some equipment upgrades, and it's all because of our sponsors.
Absolutely.
So we appreciate that. So let's go to a commercial break, and we'll be back.
Did someone say boom, baby? Call Scaretti Pyrotechnics at 765-977-2757. Scaretti Pyrotechnics has performances for birthdays, weddings, school athletic events, other occasions, and of course, the 4th of July. Scaretti Pyrotechnics are proud supporters of Knights Athletics. Boom, baby! Welcome back to Knightline, and we're going to do something a little bit different than we have in the past. Coach Brandy from boys tennis sent us a
synopsis of. They had one match this week.
It's not War and Peace, but it's close to it.
Well, I'm just going to read to you what Coach Shekels sent to us. All right, and there was one match here for boys tennis. They lost to Knightstown 3-2 or 2-3, however you want to say that. But I'm just going to read word for word. What I might add a little emotion there, see what happens. But this is from Coach Brandy Shekels, right from her keyboard right to here to my phone. So
now you get to the one word in here. I'm going to have to say something for all you AGT watchers out there.
All right.
America's Got Talent. So
all right.
There we go.
All right. Boys tennis lost a close one to Knightstown this week with exceptional play from our 1 and 2 dubs team, or 2 doubles team.
Yeah.
Okay. Carson Scaretti and Traden York, our number 1 doubles, had a quick match against the Panthers. Obviously, they beat them pretty soundly. Okay. Once those two got in the groove, they were unstoppable. Scaretti and York had dynamic communication, and their serves had a little Parmesan spice on them.
1 second. I want more Parmesan, please. Anybody that watched the AGT will get that. Go on, Rick.
All right. Our number 2 doubles team had a thriller, losing the first game and coming back and winning the second game. Brady Geist and Logan Seal put on a show for the fans and themselves, giving this coach more to sweat about. Oh, Geist and Seal play at the net was amazing, and their tenacious defense on the back line helped them pull it out in the end with the win. So they won their match.
Yep.
So we, in this match against Knightstown, we won the 2 doubles and lost our singles matches. Our singles players weren't so lucky, but played very well for the evening. The Knights are 1-1 in the regular season matches and 0-1 in the TEC. We've got some matches coming up. Next up for the Knights are Shenandoah and then a TE foe, Hagerstown, and both of those are away.
Yeah.
I'm assuming those are coming up this coming week.
Yes, they are.
Brandy, if you're watching this, that was fabulous. We really appreciate it. You know, our coaches are great, Jerry. We work with all the coaches. We saw Coach Brian with the girls golf team, and they're more than helpful. Eric and Tyler from cross country, they're great. They give us stuff that we can use. So, Brandy, this was fabulous. I couldn't say it any better, so we had to use your words, and that's what's going on in tennis.
Well, the one thing I really love about our coaches, when the day goes good, or goes well, I should say,
Yeah.
they're here.
Yeah.
And when the day goes bad, they're here.
Yeah, they absolutely
and
are.
they're gracious to take their couple minutes and make some comments and so forth. And we'll see that here as we lead into football.
Football. What do we say about football right at this moment in time?
Well, when you run into a buzzsaw, sometimes you just get beat, Rick.
Sometimes you get beat, and you know what? The Knights went up to try, or down to try, or over to try, and the Tri-Titans are a legitimate contender.
Oh, I think they're legit.
I'm wondering if they're not the TEC favorite at this point.
Well, I would say they're not the TC favorite, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they might be, in my book, to be a semi-state to a state team.
I'm agreeing with you. They are a great team, and we went down there and we got beat 47-7.
Yep.
And the score indicates, we have to be honest. Okay, we all have to be honest here. The score indicates exactly what went on the field. They were dominant. Our Knights got dominated for that game. There's just no other way to describe it. I watched the whole game. You were there. You watched the whole game. And they were dominant. They were a great team.
Well, we kicked off to start the game.
Yeah.
And Luke Higdon kicked off. Puts the ball about 5 yards deep into the end zone.
Yeah, we haven't seen that in a long time.
And I thought to myself, here we go. And that was about it. And then, the running back they have, number 24 for Tri.
He's a stud.
He is a player.
Yeah, he is. They got a quarterback that's fast and can run.
Yeah.
But they actually got a couple running backs that are, they're not the same as the number 24. I think it's a Parker kid.
Yeah.
Okay, but they're good. Defensively, they were solid. Well, the Knights saw a lot of blitzing.
Yes.
All right, and that was very difficult for us. We weren't picking up the blitzes. And it made life harder for Carson Terrell. Carson made a couple good throws. He did have a touchdown pass to Ammerman.
Yes.
But overall, this was a dominating performance by Tri. So, where do we go from here? Well, first, we talked to Coach Oler after the game.
Yeah.
He shows up, and he's going to show up. So, Jerry, let's go to see what Wes had to say.
Sounds good.
This is Rick Fletcher, and we're here at Tri High School, and this is the First Financial Bank Coach's Comments. Beth Beatty, mortgage originator. Go see Beth over at Richmond at First Financial Bank if you need a mortgage or if you need to refinance. Tonight, the Knights were defeated by a very good, a very talented Tri team, 47-7. I'm here with Coach Wes Oler. Wes, I'd ask how you're doing, but I think I know that. Basically, how do you recover from a game like this?
That's what we just talked to the kids about. You know, you have to. It starts in film tomorrow, and our big thing is you can only control the next thing going forward. There's nothing we can do about tonight other than learn from those mistakes, right? We've got to make sure that we're continuing to get better, and it starts by everybody looking at themselves and how can they individually get better, and you know, help make the team better. But we told them all week, you know, Tri is good. They're a semi-state team last year and played toe-to-toe with Lutheran in the first half, you know, a team that won the 1A state title on their home field. And they're physically imposing, and they have a lot of talent returning. They throw when they need to, but they've got three really good backs in the backfield. And Parker Burke is just a physically imposing running back. And it's hard to get him down, and when you do, he still gets 3 or 4. So it was tough.
The test is obviously it's going to be to learn from this game right here and then mentally put it behind you. So, again, you said that starts tomorrow. You got Winchester next week, I believe, up there. So your thoughts on that game coming up?
Yeah, it's a big game, you know, back-to-back road games, and you know, we played Winchester twice last year in the regular season, the sectional, and we're able to win both of those. So this is one I'm sure they've had circled on their calendars, and a big home game for them. And I believe it sounded like they won tonight, so we're coming in both with the same record. And Coach Jones always does a great job, you know, in game plan, and his kids are always tough and hard-nosed. And like I said, we've got to figure out a way to put some more points on the board, and this is 2 games where we've kind of put our defense in bad situations, you know, through either offensive mistakes or special teams mistakes tonight early, and we've got to fix that. You know, we talked just a minute ago about, you know, we're not as good as we thought we were, and it's okay. You know, we want to be as good as we can be come tournament time. Like I said, it starts with just getting better every day and focus and putting the betterment of the team first, and then the individual accolades will come.
All right, well, good luck the rest of the way. Good luck getting the team back to where we think they can be. So we'll see you next week. Yeah. All right, thanks to Coach Wes Oler. This has been the First Financial Bank Coach's Comments. Back to you guys in the studio.
Welcome back to Knightline. Rick, I really like Coach Oler's attitude here. You know, we're going to learn from this, and we're going to move on. And I told him, you know, off the camera, I said, I remember, wasn't that long ago where Duke won the national championship in basketball, but got beat 35 points during the season. I mean, you know, like I said, sometimes you just get beat, and that's the way it works.
And momentum was all on one side on
yeah.
Friday night. So where are we at, Jerry? All right, we have to reassess.
Yeah.
All right. Here's how I'm looking, and this is my personal opinion. Agree or disagree? Here's where I'm at. Number 1, do we still have some good players? Did those players all of a sudden get bad in one game? No, absolutely not. All the players we've been talking about, whether it be Carson Terrell, Noah Ammerman, this Logan White, who's a sophomore,
Dylan Isaacs,
okay, Calvin Berhalter, Justice Hollingsworth, all these people we've been talking about, Neely on defense, Blaine Bry on defense, okay?
Connor Archie.
Yeah. Did they all of a sudden get bad? No. Did all of a sudden their talent level went right off the table? Probably. I don't think so. I think they're still good, and I think they're still playing. I didn't see, you know, Caleb Harmon's another one. We're missing somebody.
Yeah, we're missing people, and we're not.
We're not trying to. We're just. All I'm trying to say is, and I'll talk directly to the team, is you guys just didn't all of a sudden get bad. Now, maybe we're not as good as we thought we are. Maybe we have to refocus. But I can tell you that you got to hit that reset button. I'm sure they were in the film room. They looked at the film, learned from this game. Season doesn't end. All right,
no.
they're not canceling the rest of the season. They didn't cancel the sectionals, did they? As far as I know, they're still going to go play in a sectional somewhere, and the TEC is still up for grabs, even though that was one loss. Okay, so you got to hit the reset button.
Yep.
You got to get back to doing the things that you know how to do. All right, you got to rededicate yourself to the cause. I think if you can do all those things, you'll have better days ahead. Friday night was a buzzsaw, and you ran directly into that buzzsaw. Maybe we're prepared, maybe not. I don't know the answer to that. But you ran into a great team, and you know there's a team. If Tri ended up in the state championship, I would not be surprised.
I wouldn't either.
One bit.
Would not be.
They're probably gonna win their sectional, and is my estimation. And they're gonna go far because they were a great team. They're not just a good team; they were a great team. But you know what? I think we're a good team with the potential to be great. It's up to the guys in the locker room. You know, they're gonna have to determine what they're gonna do with this.
We're good looking for greatness.
Yeah, exactly.
And we can go there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And those guys have we got the coaching, we got the players, we got the personnel to do that.
Yeah.
You know, and but oh man, you know, Coach Kiesling talked about when he was coaching at Westdale, they were ranked third in the state. They went on the road to play somebody and got it handed to them like the third game of the season. He says sometimes that was like the best loss we ever had because then we came back and rededicated, worked harder, and then we went from what we thought was a really good team to a great team.
Yeah, there is no substitution for hard work.
Yeah.
When you're in any sport, football being a physical sport, you're not cutting corners.
Yeah.
Okay, you're playing teams every week that want to win, just like you want to win.
Absolutely.
All right, so you have to dedicate yourself to the cause, and when it comes time to strap it up and 7 o'clock rolls around on Friday night, you have to be ready to play. Doesn't matter what team you're playing. Doesn't matter, what their record is. They want to win. Just like you want to win. So if you're not ready to play, things are not going to go well for you. So maybe this is a wake-up call. That'll springboard us to the rest of the season. We're going to find out starting Friday night because we go up to Winchester to play the Golden Falcons.
At Winchester, and I really encourage everybody to make that trip up 27 and hang a left there by the Silver Town and come in there and watch the game. Because it'll be a good ball game, but
you would think we're favored. Okay?
Yeah, I think we're favored.
We're favored, so you got to go. You got to play. You got to play hard. You got to do the best you can on every single play, and then good things will happen. Rededicate yourself to the cause. I know the coaches are.
Yeah.
Okay. They're working overtime on this. All right. They're taking this personally, probably. So. Hey, you lose, you move on. You learn from the game, then you forget about it. You cannot let this thing drag on.
You can't change the past.
No, nothing you can do about that.
You're going to work on the future to influence the future. Only work on the present to influence the future.
That's all you can do. So good luck to you guys. Yeah. And Friday night we'll be there. I'm sure I'll be there. So
go out there and get some Falcons.
Yeah, let's see everybody. Get everybody there. Go support your Knights, and we'll look forward to that. All right.
So I think we're going to take a break, pay some bills, and collect some money.
Let's do that. We'll be right back here. This is Two Old Guys production, by the way, and we appreciate all our gold level sponsors. So we'll be back in a minute.
Smith, McQuiston, and Webster Funeral Home has proudly served the Fountain City area since 1886. From the time you walk up the steps, Funeral Director Keith Webster's goal is to carry forward the legacy of personal service established by the Smith and McQuiston families. Using modern technology and good old-fashioned attention to detail, we will strive to earn your confidence in us by treating families the way we think we would want to be treated. Smith, McQuiston, Webster Funeral Home. Welcome back to Knightline. And Rick, last Thursday, we live streamed our first volleyball match.
Yeah, it was actually a real match, not a scrimmage match.
It was the real deal. Monroe Central came in, a team that we have not beaten for about 10 years.
As long as I've been around, we've never beaten Monroe Central.
And the Knights took it to them.
Yeah, let's to recap it a little bit. The Knights were a better team.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw the talent on both sides, and they did exactly what they should have done and needed to do. They beat them rather soundly. It was 3-0.
Yep.
3 sets to 0, and none of the games were particularly close.
No.
We've seen in past Knights team where they had more talent but weren't able to get the win. But with this team right here, they're building confidence, Jerry. I think they're actually getting better. Okay.
Yes.
Appears like they're having a lot of fun.
The kids appear to be having a good time, and Coach Fisher's having a good time with them, and sometimes in volleyball, and like I talk about, volleyball's its own animal.
Yeah.
Momentum swings. It's not the physical, grueling sport, but it's a huge mental game.
Oh, yeah, it absolutely is. But what I'm observing as I watch our volleyball team is fundamentally they appear to be strong at this point. Now they're going to play some good teams coming up in their schedule.
Yeah.
Okay, but right now they stand at 4-1. Hey, just for note, the JV's 5-0, and they're a lot of fun to watch too.
They got a couple kids that can flat hit a ball now.
They can, and you don't be surprised if you see them on some varsity time here as we go down the road here. We'll see. If you want to watch the replay of that, that's available. We live stream that, and you can go to ihsaatv.org. It's real simple. Just search Northeastern, and you'll see our upcoming live stream, or you can go back and watch the replay of this one. And it's a lot of fun to watch it again, after the game. So you can go ahead and do that. But girls volleyball, I'm going to hesitate a little bit to crown them champions, but right now it appears that they're very competitive. They've got a lot of good players on this team, Jerry. They really do.
Well, nice, and we talked about this on the broadcast. What impresses me is how well they can serve receive.
Yeah.
They do a great job of that. The other thing is how well they free ball pass.
Yeah.
And then, because those items are great, it allows you to have your setter not running around like a chicken with his head cut off, as we've heard that before. And it gives her an opportunity to get her feet set, hands, and shoot the ball out. And the nice thing about the Knights is because they have so many hitters that there's an array of people that the setter can go to that we can attack from. Different angles and so forth, different tips, hard hits, roll shots. It changes the whole dynamic of the match.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen this many hitters on a Knights team in quite a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
And, very capable. So when you got 3 spots you can go to when you're on offense, and that what does that do to the defense, Jerry? You're a coach. Tell me.
Well, it changes your whole defense of what you got to do. I mean, you have to play straight up. You can't cheat to one side or the other. And, Rick, we can throw this in. We can throw in back row attackers now.
Yeah.
That changes the whole dynamics again, and that changes all of it. Serving, I cannot stress enough how well that they're able to short serve. And the biggest thing is we don't have 7 or 8 girls going back to serve that serve the ball 7 ways the same, or 7 different. Nothing's the same. It's different. We've got floaters. We've got girls that can serve the short. We've got ones that serve hard side to side. We got soft serves that locate where they want to go. It's a lot of different stuff, and it keeps teams totally off balance, out of system.
Now, we might have seen a couple more service errors on last Thursday than we saw the match before. However, I think this year, Jerry, we've seen a lot of improvement in that area.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they're serving about an 88% clip, and I know that you really would like to see that about a 91.
Yeah, so you're not that far off.
You're not that far off. About a 91 is about where you want to see. 92, you'd be thrilled.
Yeah.
And if you get above that, that means you're just putting the ball in play and you're not trying to do anything.
Yeah. So, it's fun.
Yep.
We're enjoying it. I'm enjoying watching this team. Brielle Fisher was our first Subway player of the game, so congratulations to Brielle. And she was a good sport about it. If you go watch the replay of the live stream, you'll see we had her on. She came up to our spacious booth that we have up there high above the court. And you also had a chance to talk with Coach Matt Fisher.
Talked to Coach Fisher, and I told him during that on the interview is that how impressed I am with the fact that they're trying to do things. I mean, run their tandems. I haven't seen a slide yet.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that's going to come out somewhere into the repertoire, some slides. They're running some what I call one ball or A balls out of the middle. Had some B slot hits. And then the traditional, high four outside and your 9 balls. It's like, but they're fun to watch. And they're just doing things, and I'm like, wow, this is good. This is good.
All right, for those of you who are novice volleyball fans, I still consider myself a novice volleyball. I know Jerry was just speaking Greek over here, okay? But come on in and support these girls. It's a lot of fun. So we got them at the volleyball match. We had a good-sized cheer block, so we got to talk about the cheer block. But a strange phenomenon was happening, Jerry. What was going on with that?
Well, I'm thinking that I want to put a new plug in for a new sponsor, Gorilla Glue, that I think that they sat down and their hands got into Gorilla Glue.
Yeah.
And because that was about the most quiet I've ever heard our cheer block in 2 years.
All right, cheer block, I love you guys, okay? And actually at our first home football game, they were great.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? They were loud, but just a strange thing happened in the volleyball match is the cheer block was there. They were all there. You could see the block. It was all there. It was full. The kids were there. But boy, they were silent, and I don't know if there was something in the water or lunch was served that day or what happened.
What I'm thinking, Rick, is we had a UFO above the school, and aliens came down and took them up and just left the shell here.
Yeah, so I'm going to tell you, I appreciate you being there. So let's see if we can exorcise those demons that happen to float over the crowd, and let's see if we can't be a little more loud. We got another chance coming up this week.
Another chance Thursday night.
So the Knights have a couple of matches this week. They're going to Richmond on Tuesday night.
Tough place to play.
And here's another team. As long as Monroe Central was the first one.
Yep.
Okay? Another team, Richmond. In all the years that I've been watching volleyball, we haven't beaten Richmond. Let's see if we can get that one off the books.
I think that was about 10 years ago, the same year we beat Monroe Central.
All right, so show up at the Tiernan Center, and then Thursday night we'll be home. We'll be live streaming that game. Yep. Randolph Southern will be coming to town. And the cheer block, I'm sure you guys will be there. Let them know that you're there this time, okay? That's all we're saying about that.
Yeah.
Our cheer block has been great, okay? That's why it was so strange to us, about how silent they were, because they've been great. And so we're thinking they're going to be great again.
Yeah, I'm sure they will be.
All right, Jerry, I think that wraps it up for another week. Next time we're on, when is that going to be, Jerry?
That will be September the 5th. That's Labor Day, Monday. So we shouldn't be. Well, we might be up against Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
But if you miss us, you can always watch the replay.
Yeah.
So we're going to go off at 7 to 8 o'clock, and that's going to be on YouTube and also on Facebook. Now you can go to YouTube and search Northeastern Livestream and subscribe, and or you just pop on there and watch it. Or you can also go to, I think it's Facebook Live.
Facebook and Northeastern Live Streams. You search Northeastern Live Stream. If you're not a friend of Northeastern Live Stream, send a friend request.
You need to be a friend.
Because that way you'll get notifications. And if you can't tune in at that time, it'll be almost immediately available for a replay afterwards because of the live stream. We don't know what's going to happen.
Well, as Mr. Rogers says, would you like to be my friend?
Yeah, so.
And we want you to be a friend, and we want you to subscribe.
Yeah, so this is going to be all new to us. Tune in case it goes off the rails real quickly. You can watch the debacle, or maybe we'll do well. We'll see.
Well, at least with this, we could cut and edit. Yeah. Now it's straight live.
It's all live. There's no editing. And you're going to get it full force.
Live TV strange things can happen.
All right, so we'll look forward to that. September 5th at 7 o'clock. All right.
Well, Rick, I think that's it. And it's been another good week. And so with that being said, for Two Old Guys Production, Rick Fletcher, I'm Jerry Middleton, and it's been another good night.